So recently in the news, apparently, this one restaurant is under investigation for giving a 10% discount to anyone that comes into the restaurant with a Christian poster thing, like one of those Sunday sermon. I don't even know. I don't go to church, so I don't know how they word it or whatever. The point is, essentially, if you're a Christian, or at least pretend to be Christian and have one of those papers for what's going on Sunday, you get a 10% discount at this restaurant. And the government is investigating them because, well, that's discrimination. That's segregation. You cannot say that somehow Christians are more entitled to your restaurant's food than somebody else and offer them a different price because that would constitute some kind of bigotry. And now everyone's all up in arms, talking about how it's just butthurt atheists who, don't appreciate free market capitalism, versus the atheists claiming that this is religion, shoving their religion down our throats yet again. And I don't think it's either of those things. What I think it is the reality of what you in America have to go through with the class war. If this had been an example of gays getting a 10% discount, then it would be progressive. Then everyone would be clapping their hands like seals because that restaurant would be catering to gay people. The same way Google has, the same way Nabisco has with their gay Oreo thing, etc. It's all a fucking class war. This may as well be goddamn Dungeons and Dragons, because that's what it comes down to. You're the gay mage? You get a plus 10 bonus in being able to not be held accountable for your actions. You can cheat on your wife with 4 kids, but that's okay because you just came out of the closet, and if she cuts off your penis, that makes her a homophobe. Oh wait, maybe not, seeing as a woman is also treated special in American society. So maybe she can cut off your penis. She'll have to roll a 1d20 with a plus 5 bonus. Oh wait, she's black too? That's gonna cost her. See, blacks aren't looked at favorably in America, so make that a plus 1 bonus. That's the kind of reasoning in America. America has different standards for absolutely everybody. You have different standards if you're Christian, you have different standards if you're atheist, if you're black, if you're Muslim, if you're gay, if you're a woman, if you're a man, everything. And it's just this multitude of things with their own minuses and bonuses. And it's just like Nazi Germany. I swear to God, Hitler had composed a list of things that determined whether or not you should be sent to the camps. And while technically America doesn't have any camps, except for Guantanamo, the point is that that's what it comes down to, is you have this list of things, and if you're not on one of the bonuses, you're going to be on one of the penalties. And while you may not technically get sent to a death camp, you'll certainly have it worse in life. And in Nazi Germany, it was something along the lines of Jews get a minus 20, Catholics get a minus 10, anyone perceived to be a communist gets a minus 10, that sort of thing. Whereas in America, it's even more arbitrary than that. You might, even if you're black, you're going to get treated like shit, but then if somebody hits you, it's a hate crime. And if you're white, pretty much everyone will just presume that you're privileged, even though you could be poor as shit. Who isn't poor in America? And at the same time, where does that privilege get you? Nowhere. Everyone just presumes you're privileged, but then when you go to apply for a job, hey, I'd like a job, I'm white. Doesn't work that way. So, it's all just there to amuse the elite. That's what it's there for. It's there to amuse the elite as they watch you all bicker and squabble and scrounge and struggle for the bare fucking minimum, and worried about what the Christians are doing or what the gays are doing or what the Muslims are doing and blah blah blah. And you love your class identity. You love the fact that you have this little badge on you like you work at fucking Walmart with, hi, my name is this and I'm that. That's what you want. You want to be an adjective. You don't want to be a human being with dreams and ambitions and desires. You want to be a thing. You want to be a fucking Dungeons and Dragons class. go play fucking World of Warcraft, be your level 88 warlock, and leave the politics to smart people. Leave the politics to people who actually give a damn. Not people who just want to be a fucking dark elf warlock or whatever. And I'm sick of it. That's the way it is in Western society, and nobody wants to see it. Everybody wants to pretend like it's just this particular person and that particular person. That's why when I talk about people, I talk about moderators. Because moderators are not a type. They're a concept. The concept of moderators transcends any individual or any identity. Gays can be moderators, Christians can be moderators, Muslims can be moderators, whites, blacks, Hispanics, women, men, anyone can be moderators. Some people naturally are not moderators because of the situation they had to go through in life. As I've said in the past, I don't think women are biologically equipped to make good moderators, nor do I think that typically blacks or Muslims are moderators because it's not in their culture. But technically, anyone can be a moderator. And a moderator is not a person, it is not an identity, it is the concept of people do not have the right to tell you what to do. People do not have the right to restrict you from accessibility to anything. People do not have the right to walk all over you and to bully you and to coerce you and to rape you. That is the concept I fight. Not this concept of some races are better than others or some races are disenfranchised, therefore we should have reverse racism and worry about them, blah, 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 blah. It's all fucking nationalism. That is the entirety of American politics. Nationalism, nationalism, nationalism. And it has been used to the advantage of corporations from the very beginning. Facebook is benefiting from it. Google is benefiting from it. Nabisco is benefiting from it. Every little mom and pop shop is benefiting from it. Capitalism as a whole benefits from you clinging to your identity. So that's why I abhor nationalism. Even though I don't think nationalists are, as a whole, are the worst possible end right now, I just cannot bring myself to respect them because I know what it leads to. I see what it does. And, they're always going to exploit you. If you are a nationalist, you are a pawn. You are a pawn to the big corporate elite who are using your bigotries and racism or even your separatism, your protection of your people to their advantage. And, I guess that's all I have to say right now. I have a busy day ahead of me, and I don't have time for this shit. But it just needed to be said. It needed to be said that, people need to stop acting like their type matters. It doesn't fucking matter what your race is. It doesn't matter what your so-called religion is. Guess what? You're never going to believe exactly what somebody else believes. Whether or not you call yourself a Christian or a Muslim or whatever, you're going to interpret certain passages at least a little bit differently. So it's ridiculous to assume that you and so are the same type, like your brothers or something. Even if you were family, you wouldn't be doing that shit, because you would know better. No amount of relation to another person excuses specific treatment, whether for good or for bad. So, give it a rest. Just worry about your human rights. Worry about how other people are treating other people. Worry about your lot in life. Worry about how you're going to have board and food and freedom. And worry about how you can give those things to other people. That's what you got to worry about. Not who the fuck you are or how you classify yourself, you egomaniac freak. So, I guess that's it.